Today in Pemba, they have removed 16 ACT candidates. There is only 2 remaining.
The manager of elections from ACT Wazalendo, Emmanuel Mvula, has said they have directed all aspirants who have been disqualified from participating in the October general election to appeal. He said in Pemba and Unguja, several aspirants have appealed against their disqualification, whereby 8 have so far won their appeals.
Tunasema kwamba tutafuata taratibu zote za kisheria. Kwanza,
we will follow all requirements of the law, and if things stay the same, we will take steps of which we don't want to be blamed for.
Meanwhile, the head of publicity and public relations of NCCR Mageuzi, Edward Timbe, has said 19 objections have been lodged following disqualification of aspirants, whereby 4 have so far been won.
Tumekata rufaa kama sheria inavyotaka.
We've made a referral according to the law. Our contestants have taken form number 12. They are candidates from various political parties who have been kidnapped. Our candidate for Madaba was kidnapped and the deadline to return the form had passed.
4 more presidential aspirants from Ukombozi wa Umma Chauma, Sauti ya Umma Sau, Demokrasia Makini, and United People's Democratic Party UPDP have collected their nomination forms from the Electoral Commission office in Zanzibar, pledging to bring about economic and social change.
This election must be different, one that we will compete on the economy and the development. We must look back at the history of Zanzibar. I will carry forward what good has been done, and I will further advance these sectors: agriculture, industries, education, the youth and employment, the elderly and disabled. When you deny someone access to health, it is like giving them a death sentence. So the issue on health will be of most importance.
Huduma za barabara, shule, mahospitali haya yatatekelezwa na halmashauri ya miji. Serikali kuu itakuwa na mambo maalum ya kuyashika, lakini halmashauri tutapangia mambo ya mabarabara na masuala mengine kuyafanyia kazi.
Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM says that it has completed preparations for the election campaign, which will be launched tomorrow in Dodoma at Jamhuri Grounds.
Kesho Jumamosi kuanzia saa 1 asubuhi uwanja huu utakuwa umefurika watu.
Tomorrow Saturday from 7 a.m. this stadium will be full of people, and we shall finish at 7 p.m. But from 7 to 2 p.m. there will be a lot going on.
2 kamili jioni.
Officers from Prevention and Combating of Corruption Bureau (PCCB) and inspectors from Tropical Pesticides Research Institute (TPRI) have seized equipment used to manufacture fake pesticide called Sapa Cabarel dust, which is used to kill pests on vegetables, and a consignment of substance used for cement production in packaged materials used for pesticides during an operation conducted in Tandika area in Dar es Salaam.
Hapa tuko Tandika na leo TPRI na taasisi ya TAKUKURU.
Today we are in Tandika, and TPRI and PCCB have managed to confiscate a fake pesticide. Those involved will be dealt with accordingly. For this particular pesticide, TPRI issued a permit 2 years ago. You take it to farmers, it means that even the quality of produce will also be affected. This is not pesticide, but kaolin, dug from Kisarawe, and it is used to make cement amongst other uses.
The former Inspector General of Police, IGP, Ambassador Ernest Mango, has been given an official farewell at the Police College in Kurasini, Dar es Salaam, after 37 years of service in the police force. Speaking at the occasion, also attended by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Simon Siro, the former head of police force said Political clashes during the 2015 general election was among challenges he came across during his service as Inspector General of Police.
Muda wangu wa utumishi katika jeshi la polisi salama, na sasa naenda kuishi maisha ya uraia na mimi nipate huduma ya polisi kama raia. Na ninyi wenyewe ni mashahidi, jeshi la polisi liko imara.
Pongeza sana afande IGP Ernest Mangu kwa kuhitimisha utumishi wake, utumishi wa umma. Kumaliza kazi ya polisi ukiwa salama ni kushukuru Mungu sana. Kwa hiyo kwanza kabisa nimpongeze sana na nimuombe na mimi niombee siku yangu ikifika basi na mimi niweze kutoka salama.
Tanzania Communication Regulatory Authority TCRA has penalized Raha Limited Company with various fines, which include 11,850 million shillings for using radio frequencies of 1452 to 1482 megahertz without a license from TCRA since March 24th this year.
Ukaguzi uliofanyika umebaini yafuatayo. Kwanza,
the investigation has established that the license holder has failed to build, run, manage, or make communication services available for Tanga region according to his license. He has also built and managed to provide communication services for Mtwara region without a license.
Land Transport Regulatory Authority LATRA has issued 7 days to residents of Kilimanjaro to give their recommendations on prices for train transport from Moshi to Arusha so as to get rates which have been approved by all stakeholders.
The people must be involved so they know what is going on. There is a 7-day period to share your opinion.
Swala la usafirishaji na uchukuzi ni swala ambalo
you cannot be the last to enter the market and come with a price which is competitive. So we have a price for each station.
Natoa rai kwa wadau wote.
I urge all stakeholders to use this opportunity well to enable our experts to do their jobs with expertise of the highest order. As one of the stakeholders from the government side, we are happy to see stakeholders participating fully in giving their views.
And that is the end of the national news. International news is next after the break. In international news, the police force in Uganda has said that there will be no exemption for politicians or visitors found violating the COVID-19 curfew and warned that those who violate the directive will be arrested.
Exemption. The police is not taking exemption on anyone who contradicted curfew. We were given an order to come out from 9 p.m. and it must be upheld.
The limits of curfew.
Despite the number of infections going down in Kenya, 241 new cases have been confirmed in the last 24 hours, bringing the tally to 33,630 cases. This comes as Kenya Medical Supplies Authority Board refused claims of embezzlement of funds allocated to fight the coronavirus pandemic.
Today we report 241 people have tested positive following the testing of 4,520 samples over the last 24 hours. This brings to 33,630 the number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the country. And our cumulative tests now stand at 442,713. From these 241 cases, 228 are Kenyans, while 47 are foreigners.
I know the people who supplied us, what they supplied and what they supplied, for how much money. And you asked earlier for us to give you a segregated list of pre-qualified suppliers, what they supplied, and also the list of the other suppliers of the COVID money. And we said we are going to do it. I said that yesterday in the National Assembly. I know that's nothing to do with you, but I said that yesterday in the National Assembly we produced even the CR12s. That is the records from the company's registry of who the names of the companies and the directors and all shareholders of those companies. So those are available.
Civil society organizations in Beni, Northeast Democratic Republic of Congo, have urged President Felix Tshisekedi to take measures aimed at restoring peace due to increasing incidents of killings of innocent citizens.
To finish killings, the soldiers have to defeat the enemy and must use methods that would guarantee victory.
And that is the end of international news. Business News is next after the break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
In business news, a group of 18 tourists from Germany have visited a meteorite located in Mbozi Songo region, which has become a great tourist attraction. The tourists have commended measures being taken to improve the tourism sector in the country.
I've been here before, but this time round they have built buildings to receive tourists well.
And this is the first time we came to this place here, which is very impressive.
Mobile phone company Tigo has started a new service which will enable consumers buy tickets for marine transport via Tigo Pesa.
Every day we make sure Tanzanians live digitally by bringing them services frequently.
And women entrepreneurs in Singida region have urged the government to help them get reliable markets for their products, as many are facing the challenge of penetrating markets which have been flooded with foreign goods.
We're in need of reliable markets because our products are of the highest quality.
And that is the end of Business News. Sports News is next after the break.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's being dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's being dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Joaquinho, he did lose to Lent.
sports news. Young Africans Yanga Sports Club appointed Serbian coach Lato Kimpotek ahead of the new season. Here's more on that story.
Wani Giants had thought they had secured the services of a new coach to replace Luke Imael when they appointed Burundian coach Cedric Kazi, who later turned down the offer to attend to family matters back home. Yanga have now confirmed on their social media pages they have acquired the services of the March travel tactician ahead of the new mainland Premier League season. Welcome to Yanga, Zlatko Krimpotic, the club statement revealed, without giving more details on when the coach will arrive to take charge.
Tanzania swimmers have finalized their preparations for tomorrow's high-performance training, which will take place at the Shaban Roberts High School in Dar es Salaam, to be broadcast live on Capital Television.
Mungu kwa mwezi wa 7 serikali waliruhusu michezo ianze upya.
We thank God that in July the government allowed sports to resume, and coaches who are members of the association set and organized this camp, which we'll call high performance training. Several swimmers came, not everyone.
Chelsea have followed the £50 million signing of Ben Chilwell from Leicester by landing Thiago Silva on a free transfer and are putting the finishing touches to their £90 million move for their Bayern Leverkusen forward Kai Havertz. Here's more on that.
Frank Lampard has been searching for defensive reinforcements, and the chance to sign the 35-year-old Silva, who left Paris Saint-Germain after their defeat by Bayern Munich in the Champions League final, was seen as too good to turn down. Chelsea, who will take their summer spending to the £220 million mark once Havertz's arrival is confirmed, have given the Brazil centre-back a one-year deal with the option of an extra year, and hope his experience will stiffen a leaky defence. The Blues, who intend to send Malang Sarr out on loan after signing the 21-year-old French defender to a 5-year deal, have been keen to strengthen at the back after conceding 54 goals in the Premier League last season.
The NBA has apparently moved back from the brink after speculation had mounted that players would boycott the season over the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Here's more on that story.
NBA legend Michael Jordan, now the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, is said to have played a key role in the negotiations. Reports that the season would end prematurely first began to emerge on Wednesday night after the Milwaukee Bucks, arguably the best team in the NBA, boycotted their playoff game against the Orlando Magic in protest at the shooting of Blake. Blake, who's black, was shot 7 times in the back by a white police officer on Sunday, apparently in front of his children.
And Tottenham are close to signing Matt Doherty from Wolves, with a deal for the right-back expected to be agreed at £12 million plus a potential £5 million in add-ons. Here's more on that.
Doherty's arrival at Spurs would clear the way for the departure of Serge Aurier, who is wanted by Milan, Bayer Leverkusen and Monaco. Tottenham were keen to secure a replacement for the Ivory Coast international before allowing him to leave, with Doherty identified as a preferred target for the head coach Jose Mourinho after his excellent performances for Wolves last season. The Republic of Ireland international has been at Molyneux since 2010, when he was signed from Bohemians as a teenager.
And the sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. Thank you for watching and good night.